Hey everyone, welcome back to Supreme by Sarah Pearl. I am Sarah Pearl, your host for this podcast. Now, if you've been listening to the past few episodes, you'll notice that I don't have any music playing right now. That's because I am very excited to dive into this topic. And I'm expanding on the topic that we did last week. So if you haven't listened to my podcast, Are You Stressed or Stretched, which was just done last week, please go back and listen to it because I am, like I said, expanding on the topic a little bit more. Also, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go do that. It's Supreme by Sarah Pearl. And you can watch the video, like the video versions of my podcast. Like, comment, share, and let me know what you guys want to talk about. Like, what are you experiencing in your life that you want me to shine my perspective on? Maybe it's something that I've experienced and that maybe I can, shine some light on it and we can talk a little bit about it. You can also follow me on Facebook at Supreme by Sarah Pearl, and on Instagram, my personal Instagram is Sarah Pearl Thomas. So feel free to follow me and reach out to me. I would love to interact with you guys. But without further delay, I do want to get into this topic. So, like I said, last week we talked a little bit about being stressed and being stretched. Just as a very quick recap, when you are in your stressed zone, you have things you like it's characterized by like you being overwhelmed, constantly overwhelmed. You having like anxiety and like you're overall like you're not sitting well with yourself. Okay, so when you're in your stressed zone, that's what you'll notice a little bit, that you're not sitting well with yourself. In the stretched zone, which is where like you're currently enjoying the journey that you're on. That's not to say that the journey is easy, because there's obstacles, there's challenges you're overcoming, there's things that you have to change about yourself in order to like progress in the journey. It's not to say that it's easy, but you're enjoying the challenge that comes with it. Like you're thoroughly enjoying it. Those are the key, like that is the key difference between being stretched and being stressed. But so often people operate in the stressed zone. And you may ask, like, why is that normal? Like why is it that people normally like go to this zone and operate there? The reason is because most people think that the feelings that they feel is what it takes to actually succeed in life, to succeed in the things that they want to pursue. Here's a little nugget: your success should not cost you. Okay, your success should not cost you. What does that mean? So I'm sure you guys have heard the term like delayed gratification. Okay, delayed gratification basically means that you're putting off something that you want now for something that you want in the future. Okay, so you may put off going on this luxury vacation now so that you can save for the home that you want in the future. Or you may delay eating this entire cake now so that you can fit it into that dress or that outfit for this special occasion. Okay, that's delayed gratification, and it's a great thing for you to do if you're wanting to like excel in life and do the things that you want to do, especially if you want to like own a home, or you want to own a new car, things like that. There are certain things that you have to delay in the present to get the things you want in the future. That is definitely a sound principle for you guys to like kind of adopt in your life and to practice in your life. The thing is, for any positive thing, there's also a negative side to it. Okay, a lot of the times people apply this incorrectly to their life. You should not have to delay your well-being to succeed. Your mental health should not be compromised in your pursuit to success. Your relationships, I laugh because I'm thinking of things, but your relationships should not be compromised in your pursuit of success. Healthy relationships, I'm meaning. They should not be compromised. But a lot of the times people think, oh, this is I'm supposed to be overwhelmed. I'm supposed to like have this high anxiety, and I'm supposed to not be able to sleep at night. No. Do you think God wants that for you, for His children? No, that is not accurate. That is a myth, and call me the myth buster on today. That is a myth. That is not true. Your success should not cost you. It should not cost you. So if you are currently overwhelmed and you're staying in a situation, or you can apply to relationships too. But if you're staying in a situation hoping and thinking and wishing that it's going to get you to success, then spoiler alert, you may get to where you think you're trying to go, but you're going to be unfulfilled and miserable. And you are worth more than that. You are priceless. Your success should not cost you yourself, your life, your well-being, your mental health, your relationships. It should not cost you that. Okay? So I'm going to expand on your why it's important for you to transition from your stressed zone. First identify it, and then transition to your stretched zone. Your stretched zone, that's where your growth and opportunities, that's where all of that lies. Okay? In your stressed zone, you won't necessarily see doors opening up and different opportunities becoming available to you, mainly because you're not in the mindset to even identify opportunities when you're in that zone, because you're not operating in your true essence. That's what Supreme by Sarah Pearl is all about, to operate in your God self, your true essence. That's what I'm all about, okay? And when you're in your stressed zone, you're not operating there. So opportunities and things like that may be present, your perspective isn't there to even be able to identify them, because you're looking at obstacles in your stressed zone. You see obstacles as energy takers, it drains your energy, and it does, because obstacles in your stress zone seem like they're impossible to overcome, and you're demotivated to overcome them. And so you can very well miss an opportunity when you're looking at a mountain, like you're looking up at a mountain thinking like, I can't do this. And you're not motivated to do it because your perspective is all wrong, right? In your stressed zone. Now in your stretch zone, it's the opposite. Like you look at that mountain and you're like, I can do this. And as you're climbing, you're picking up different tools. You're learning more about yourself. And then you get to the peak and you're like, I did it. And then you see the next challenge for you to overcome. And you're constantly going through the flow of life. That is life. And in the process, there's different opportunities, different doors that open up that you didn't even know were that you were capable of. You'll stretch yourself into different personal awareness. You'll stretch yourself into different healthier relationships and networking opportunities. You'll stretch yourself into rooms that you didn't even think you were qualified for. Let me give you guys an example of this, and I'll try to give you the short version. But this time last year, I was promoted to a business development manager at my company, at the company I work at. Prior to that promotion, I was working in the same position for 2.5 years, and I was successful in the position. I was doing well. I was like, I'm not making a change now. I'm doing good, and I understand this position through and through. But the truth of the matter was, I wasn't being challenged anymore. And there was room for me to grow, but I was too afraid to even take that next step, mainly because it was unknown. I didn't know what was going to come of it. So fast forward, my husband encouraged me, my peers at work encouraged me, and I eventually took the position. And it was maybe three to 4 months into it that I actually stopped and reflected and was like, hey, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying this new position. There were so many things that I had to learn, so many areas in my life where I had to grow and to develop, that three or so months into it, I was like, man, I'm really enjoying this. I'm legit having fun. And I didn't realize it until what triggered me to actually stop and self-reflect was a meeting that I had with one of my clients, the VP of a company. We were sitting in a room just going back and forth about different things they wanted to do, to help their company grow, and different how I could be a part of that growth for the company. And I look back and I'm like, I never would have thought Like this time last year, I would not have thought that I was qualified for a room like that. I would have been intimidated in a room like that this time last year. But guess what? I grew in the skills that I needed to grow in, communication, follow up, like all I grew in the skills I needed to grow in, and I worked on me. I worked on my confidence, right? And my confidence grew to where, yeah, I'm supposed to be in rooms like that. I'm supposed to be consulting with the VP of a company and seeing how I can. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be. That's where my confidence is, and it grew within that short period, in less than a quarter of a year. It grew because I was operating in my stretched zone. And that's what you can expect when you're operating in your stretched zone. You can expect growth personally and in like hard skills, like you being able to do certain things that you didn't know you were able to do. That's that that's what's in the stretch zone for you. And I want you guys to understand that that is where, like, in order for you to to pursue your maximum potential and to see the things in life, like to manifest the things in life that you want, you have to be willing to let go of the stressed zone. Be willing to let go of the mindset like I'm supposed to be feeling this way, and recalibrate and get into your stretched zone. Your stretched zone, guys, you will be at peace. You won't necessarily, here's the thing. Your emotions are, and if you're if you're anything like me, your emotions are this. They're up and down. I'm doing if you're listening to my podcast, I'm doing a wave with my hands. It's like it's highs and lows. You're constantly feeling happy one day, sad the next, motivated one day, procrastinating the next day. Your emotions are all over the place. So I want you to understand, you being happy is not a sign of you being either in, like, being in the right spot. That's not a good indicator. You being at peace is a good indicator. If you have no peace, then you may be operating in the wrong zone. And that's the message that I want to leave you guys with today. So as you go throughout your week, look at different areas in your life that are causing you stress. And I say stress, but that are causing you anxiety, like your well being is at risk here. Guys, I have been in a position to where I was operating in my stress zone. And I want you, I so desperately want to help anyone who's listening to this to recalibrate as soon as possible, because when you are in your stretched zone, you are in a nice little rhythm, right? And you are at peace, and you are becoming a better you. And you know when you're becoming a better you, because you don't recognize yourself from a month ago. You don't recognize yourself from a year ago. And you can have those reflective moments where you're like, man, yeah, I did grow through that. Man, I am different now. I do have more confidence. I am more self aware. And that is what Supreme by Sarah Pearl is all about. Helping you all to go along this journey and operate in your maximum potential along that journey. Because God has equipped you to do great things. You know that. And if you don't know that, I'm telling you, He has equipped you to do great things, and you will do great things if you operate in the correct zone. Okay? So that's the message that I want to leave you guys with today. I love you, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all have a good rest of your day.